Center. LeBron is a Laker.
It gets you hyped and excited about the possibilities.
A seismic shift. He's a force of nature.
It's not just about what the Lakers have today. It's who can be with me in the short-term future.
You got to kudos to Magic Johnson.
He's not done trying to win.
That shared vision is what brought LeBron James to Los Angeles.
This is what the Lakers do.
Just a reminder, the Lakers, Magic Johnson and crew, they're trying to build something. They got LeBron, but again, he's not the only person taking his talents to Los Angeles. The Lakers agreeing to deals with Rajon Rondo, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, bringing him back, JaVale McGee coming from the Warriors. But perhaps the most surprising move, that one-year deal for former Pacer Lance Stephenson, because, you know, that history that he and LeBron have. That should be interesting. Paul Pierce joining us now on SportsCenter. Paul, the Lakers putting together a very interesting team following the signing of LeBron. How do you think having Lance Stephenson, JaVale McGee, Rondo all alongside LeBron, how do you think that's going to work out?
Well, I mean, when you have a player like LeBron who demands the ball so much, I think it's important to get shooters around him. Now, you know, obviously Rondo is not a great shooter, but he's a great playmaker. So what I see is them surrounding him around great playmakers. So it'll be interesting to see the spacing, you know, with these guys out there. You know, you got JaVale McGee, who doesn't really space the floor, Lance, with LeBron, because, you know, most of the time the ball is going to be in LeBron's hands.
That is true. Lakers trying to build something. We've talked about the Celtics and what they're trying to build, and I think you know where I'm going with this. What do you think about the possibility that rivalry maybe soon could be back on?
I think it's great for the NBA. Obviously, when you get a player like LeBron, you have a window of opportunity for a championship. The Celtics have a great young core. They're on the up and coming. And with LeBron leaving the Eastern Conference, it's wide open out East. Now, can the Lakers make it to the finals? That's a possibility always when you have LeBron. So it's great for Los Angeles basketball, and it's great for Boston basketball, but also it's great for the NBA.
Real quick, since you mentioned LeBron leaving the East, you played the majority of your career in the Eastern Conference. What's your reaction to seeing this whole mass exodus of superstars going from East to West?
Well, in a very long time, we just haven't seen the East so wide open now. I mean, who even knows who's the best player in the East anymore? When you look at the first team All-NBA players, most of them are out West, if not all of them. So, you know, there's an opportunity there for Boston, Philly, Toronto, of course. Who knows how far Indiana can go? So it's a wide open as ever before. And, you know, in the West, it's not that easy just because you got LeBron. There's still Golden State. There's still Houston Rockets. New Orleans can get better. So it'll be interesting out West. It's going to be a dogfight. But, you know, whoever comes out of the West may be the chance, but maybe not. Maybe that team takes that next step like the Boston Celtics or the Philadelphia 76ers this year.
I'm looking forward to the NBA season already. The jump.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a nice one.
It will be, yeah. The Jump free agent special on ESPN2, top of the hour, Paul. I will see you there. Thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate you, brother.
Definitely.
It is our breaking news topping this SportsCenter. Our Adrian Wojnarowski reporting the Lakers making more moves, signing veteran point guard Rajon Rondo to a one-year deal. You see what he did with the Pelicans last season. 1 year, $9 million to the Lakers. And then there was the other move right after this move. Julius Randle, the Lakers renouncing his rights, making Randle an unrestricted free agent. The 23-year-old coming off his best season with the Lakers, who drafted him with the 7th overall pick in 2014. Zuber?
Jay, for more on this, we're joined by Stephen A. Smith, who just got off the air with a special edition of First Take, and he's rolling with us on SportsCenter tonight. So your quick thoughts on what Jay just reported. Rondo to the Lakers, Julius Randle now an unrestricted free agent.
I don't like it. I don't like it. You know, Julius Randle's a workhorse, and he averaged 16 and 8 last year. He gave them a lot of activity off the bench. He's improved immensely from what we've seen from him earlier. In the case of Rondo, Rondo is an elite point guard. He's a floor general, no question about it. The problem that I have with Rondo is that Rondo can't shoot. And so when I'm looking at that and I'm looking at Lonzo Ball on the same squad, that's problematic for me. Because I'm thinking about LeBron James having the ball in his hands a lot of times, and somebody out there in the backcourt has to be able to put the ball up from the perimeter. Rondo can run a team. He's an exceptional floor general. He's worthy of the money he's getting. I'm just not sure this is the ideal fit. I would have liked to have seen New Orleans take better care of him because obviously that was his first choice. considering what he did for them there. But for some reason, they did not take care of him. He elected to go to the Los Angeles Lakers. And I guess one could assume playing with LeBron James, there ain't a downside to this. But I look at Rondo, the particulars of his game. And the fact is, he has one impediment to his success. There's one reason and one reason only why Rajon Rondo is not recognized as one of the elite point guards in this game. And that's his perimeter shot. Nothing else. He can defend. He can handle. His decision-making is sublime. He can pass the ball. He can run a team. He's tough. His problem is he cannot shoot from the perimeter with any degree of consistency, and I don't understand how that works for these Lakers.
Okay, so at this particular point, Rondo might be running the show. LeBron might be running the show. Lance Stevenson has joined the parade yesterday. What is your reaction initially to this initial cast of characters Magic and Pelinka have put together?
Well, first of all, I think that Magic and Pelinka have done a great job overall. You got LeBron James. You've already won. You're going to the playoffs next year. You've already won. Kuzma and Ingram and those boys you've kept in tow. You haven't tried to ship the farm away just to get Kawhi Leonard. That is a plus. You're marketable. You're a destination spot, which is the antithesis of what you were when Jim Buss was running the show in an embarrassing fashion, I might add. So clearly the Lakers have resurged. They have returned to relevancy and beyond, and you can't say enough about the job that they've done. I would also keep my eyes on Lonzo Ball, because even though they're one-year deals, guys that you can clear off your cap once next season rolls around, the fact that you've got guys who can play the point for you tells me something's going on, because I'm looking at a guy like Lonzo, who clearly is a good decision maker. He's young, he defends, he's long and lanky or what have you. But if those guys are going to get any playing time, where's the playing time for Lonzo Ball going to go? So I'm going to keep my eyes on that and wonder what's happening there.
No question. We'll keep your eyes on you and the First Take crew tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday at 4:30 Eastern as all this NBA news breaks. And we'll be on SportsCenter right after they're done on First Take. Stephen A., thanks.
Thank you.
All right, just a reminder, Zubin, it's been a whirlwind 24 hours. LeBron, again, not the only player taking his talents to Los Angeles. The Lakers agreeing to deals with Rajon Rondo, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and JaVale McGee. But check out the list. Perhaps the most surprising move was bringing in former Pacer Lance Stevenson on a one-year deal, and that history that he and LeBron have together. NBA insider Adrian Wojnarowski joining us now. Okay, Stephen and I talked about Julius Randle and his thoughts. Why the Julius Randle move?
Well, he's a restricted free agent. And so if he goes out and gets an offer sheet from a team and the Lakers have to match it, they don't want to sign beyond this season because it will, limit their cap space. They want to be out there with Kawhi Leonard, big free agents. So Randle's a player who did not want to do a one-year deal with them. And so by renouncing his rights, it gets him off the cap, and it's really a goodwill gesture to let him go out in free agency. He is going to be a significant player now on the market. You'll start to see teams creating more space, moving it around to get at Randle. Restricted free agents are hard to sign. They're hard. Teams usually match the offers for him. So Randle now becomes a very hot commodity on the market.
Another move right before we came on the air here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Rajon Rondo. What's behind that?
New Orleans wanted to keep him. They were trying to parse their money and try to use it in different places to help. That $9 million a year offer from the Lakers really trumped New Orleans' offer. So Rondo goes there. Listen, Lonzo Ball was injured last year and could not stay on the floor. Was not considered to be in great physical condition. And now he's going to have a knee procedure this summer. And so they need someone who they know can be on the floor, because what they told Rondo was, we're trying to win now. We have LeBron James. We're putting a team together that wins now. And this is a player coming off really a resurgent season for him with the Pelicans. I mean, he was tremendous for them last year. And now he's a player that, probably plays behind Ball if he's healthy and on the court, or maybe pushes him at different times. But you can get a good 20, 25, at times maybe 30 minutes from Rondo at this point in his career. Obviously a championship pedigree, a winner. And the one thing you've seen that they've added some competitive guys around LeBron James.
All these moves overshadowing the one that we thought was going to happen with Kawhi Leonard. What's the latest on Kawhi?
Well, the Spurs, Lakers have been generally at a stalemate here about how much the Lakers would be willing to put into a deal. I'm told that Kyle Kuzma is a player who the Lakers have not put in any offers yet. And if you are the Spurs, that's certainly a player you'd have to have in a deal because of now some of the moves they've made. Rondo, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope yesterday. It's a little more complex of a pathway to a deal with the Spurs based on those guys can't be, the guys they're signing now can't be traded. They can't be put in a deal. So the Spurs are willing to do business with the Lakers. The Lakers, of course, would like Kawhi Leonard. The Lakers are trying to find a way to get Kawhi Leonard now without really uprooting the young players they have, their assets and future draft picks. So it's a dance between them and the Celtics, and the Spurs are talking with other teams, the Celtics, the Sixers, and others around the league who are inquiring.
So that move for L.A. maybe in the future. Right now, again, a reminder, the Lakers renouncing the rights to Julius Randle, also signing Rajon Rondo. Adrian Wojnarowski with the latest. Thank you. LeBron James isn't the only player taking his talents to Los Angeles. The Lakers agreeing to deals with Rajon Rondo. That was our breaking news at the top of the show. Also, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope and JaVale McGee. But perhaps the most surprising move is bringing in former Pacer Lance Stevenson on a one-year deal. Our Mark Spears joining us live from the California Classic as Summer League basketball gets underway with the Warriors and Heat in the first game, followed by Kings-Lakers in the second game. Mark, Lakers back in the news again today, making Julius Randle an unrestricted free agent, signing Rajon Rondo agreeing to a one-year deal. What more can you tell us about the significance of these moves?
Well, I text Kyle Kuzma, and the first thing he texted me back was, "Go time," with an exclamation point. He was really excited. He liked their combination of youth and veterans. And when you think about veterans that they've added, obviously LeBron is the key. But the cream to this whole thing is Rajon Rondo, a veteran point guard who had a great season, great playoffs. I'm curious to how he and LeBron will be together because both of them need the ball in their hands to be successful. But I think that was a fantastic signing that hurt the Pelicans a lot. Obviously, a lot of Lakers fans are asking, what about DeMarcus Cousins? Well, I hear everything's fluid. Lakers really don't have any money left. They got about $4 to $5 million left. They'd have to do a stretch provision with Luol Deng to get about 15, 16 million for DeMarcus Cousins. But from talking to someone close to him, they said, as far as the Lakers, not likely.
All right, we'll see what happens there. Enjoy that Summer League game. Mark Spears live tonight. Thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you.
All right, guys, thank you very much. I think that might have been tongue planted firmly in cheek. Our front office insider is Bobby Marks, 20 years inside NBA front offices. So with the news we now know with Rondo in and Randle becoming an unrestricted free agent, how does that put the Lakers in position to, say, grab somebody of the ilk of Boogie Cousins, even though Mark says it's unlikely, or even Kawhi Leonard?
For DeMarcus, it makes it extremely challenging. And we put Rajon Rondo in here at the $9 million number. They are up to $5 million in cap space. That's not enough for DeMarcus Cousins. We could stretch the Luol Deng money over 5 years. That money would go up to about $15 million. That's still not enough for DeMarcus Cousins. The unlikelihood is that you can find a home for Deng. If we took Deng out, that would get you up to DeMarcus Cousins' number. But it's going to cost you probably 2 future first-round picks, and right now that's not going to happen. Regarding Kawhi, the hard part for Kawhi is how do you get the money to work now? Because with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope and now Rondo on board, you're looking at your young players. And now you are close to the cap. Kawhi makes $20 million. To add all these numbers up right now, Mo Wagner cannot be traded. Really, I don't see a path for Kawhi Leonard to the Lakers. Could it happen? Possibly, but right now it's a little bit unrealistic.
Yeah, with all the news of LeBron yesterday's poor Mo Wagner, he signed yesterday, nobody even cares about it. That's our Bobby Marks. Salary cap, $101 million. Keep an eye on the numbers. Bobby, thank you. Iconic photograph will be coming down rather soon because of the news of yesterday. That's coming down, going down on the Stephen A. Smith Show on ESPN Radio. He asked Kobe Bryant the question everyone's wondering surrounding LeBron and the Lakers.
I'm very happy, Kobe. This is special, Kobe. This is special. When you heard the news, talk to me about what your reaction was like.
My first reaction was, Rob, Magic, and Jeannie are beasts. I was like, man, I was so happy. And then the fact that I've been a Lakers fan since I was 3. So I bleed purple and gold, man. So I'm really, really happy.
You said it takes a special person. It got to be a different kind of person being the marquee for the Los Angeles Lakers. What does that require?
It requires a certain amount of thick skin because it's a place that's used to a certain legacy. And you have to be able to have thick skin. You have to be able to have the inner confidence. LeBron's proven he could do that. I mean, they've thrown everything at this kid since he was in high school. And he's been able to deal with it. He's been able to persevere through it. And I'm looking forward to him doing the same here.
He signed a 4-year deal. He's got an opt-out after year 3. What defines success in your mind for these Los Angeles Lakers with LeBron and this squad over the next 3 to 4 years?
For Bron and for our franchise as a whole, we've always just focused on winning championships. I don't see that changing. I think, for us, him being inside the family, inside this circle, this community, the beautiful thing about this community is that we all support each other. Like, I remember speaking to Magic a few times about some of his journeys and challenges and what does he think, what is he seeing? And we certainly do the same for Bron. I mean, Kareem coming into practice and talking and stuff like that helps tremendously, right? So we all just rally around each other and support each other in any single way we can to try to help us get to the top of that mountain.
Inside the family. How about that? Breaking news here on SportsCenter. We've been reporting it since the top of the hour. Rajon Rondo is going to sign a 1-year, $9 million deal with the Lakers. Obviously, this on the heels of the LeBron news that Kobe and Stephen A. just talked about, and Lance Stevenson now as well joining the Los Angeles Lakers. They brought back Kentavious Caldwell-Pope as well. But the one thing the Lakers could obviously use as evidence, like what's on your screen here, they could use a good, consistent outside shooter, nobody here, even at the 40% mark from downtown. Let's discuss this a little bit more with our NBA insider, Brian Windhorst, who joins us tonight here on SportsCenter. So they renounce Randall, that's one thing, and they sign or will sign Rondo on July 6th when everything is official. Let's talk about the latter. What do you make of the decision for the Lakers to bring aboard Rondo?
Well, LeBron has incredible respect for Rajon Rondo's game. He talked about it during the finals at that revealing press conference he gave when they were down 3-0. He talked about the importance of not only beating the Warriors with your skill, but beating them with their mind, because the Warriors are such a smart team. And he referenced Rondo and how intelligent he is and his basketball IQ is high. So I totally get why LeBron was interested in playing with Rajon Rondo. The difficulty, as you just mentioned, is that Rondo is a ball-dominant player who does not have anything resembling an outside shot. And typically what LeBron has had success with is playing with off guards who can shoot from the perimeter. He won championships with them. The Kyrie Irving matchup with him was one of the best matches of any teammate he's had in his career. And if you look at the moves that they have made, with the exception of Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, these guys are not outside shooters. But I'm going to give the Lakers a little bit of the benefit of the doubt at this point, Zubin, because it is only July 2nd. Their roster is not settled yet. Things have to happen. But what I would say is this. I don't see how Lonzo Ball and Rajon Rondo can be on the court at the same time. So I think that one of them is going to get a lot of playing time and the other is not. And you have one who's your future point guard and one who potentially is a really important role player. I don't see how that's going to fit. Plus, you have Josh Hart, who showed tremendous upside as a rookie last season, who also plays the position. It looks to me like there's another move coming, and therefore, let's just wait back and let Magic and Rob Pelinka do their work before we judge exactly what's going on with the roster.
Okay, so obviously you mentioned somewhat of a glut there. Any one of those guys could shoot would be an added bonus, but I don't think we can find that. So if there is such a glut, I want to focus in on Lonzo. What does all of this mean for his future in L.A.?
Well, we're having a difficult time making a read of whether the Lakers want to develop or they want to win now. Rondo is incredibly valuable in a playoff setting, playoff Rondo. We definitely saw it with the Pelicans last year. But over the next few years, what you really need is Lonzo Ball to develop into a type of supporting cast player that will potentially compete for championships alongside LeBron. So you're going to have to play him to do that. So again, I'm having a difficult read. If maybe they have a trade lined up for Lonzo Ball, maybe this predicates or sets up a trade for Lonzo Ball, and things will become more clear. But it's difficult to do both at the same time. And if you think Rajon Rondo, if you know of him for the last 13 years in the NBA, is going to be cool with getting 20 minutes off the bench and everything's going to be A-OK, then you don't know Rondo. That's one of the reasons why LeBron likes him so much.
No question. Boston, Dallas, Sacramento, Chicago, New Orleans, and now a Los Angeles Laker. That's our Brian Windhorst as Magic and Pelinka continue to wheel, deal, and sign.